Oh, we are live. I think we are live at least, right?
Looks like it.
Okay, so the streamer remembered that we are supposed to go live for the draft. PogChamp. What a legendary moment. So, we now will have to comment on the draft, but we have all the time in the world to talk about these two wonderful players at the time of waiting for the infamous cutscenes. 11 Delfino Blue coins available
People
immediately.
love that one for draft.
Yes.
5 links I like for draft. 3 reds. Even 15 Bianco blues. I mean, there's definitely like some Bianco stuff on this card between 15 Bianco blues and Bianco 4 hoverless.
I mean, I remembered when the 11 Delfino Blue coins meta was if that's open and you're first drafting, you pick that goal.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Not sure if there's been any evolution in that sense, but Jeff
That
is
doesn't look like
saying,
it.
Jeff is saying, nah, screw that.
Yep. No evolution. We stick to 11 Delfinos right off the bat.
Hey, you know, you always see that whenever there's a sports franchise, you know, that's doing well, and then the management tinkers with it, and then there's a ginormous collapse. Why would you change something that works?
Yeah.
Right?
If it ain't broke.
Don't fix it.
Mm.
But the PK goes with the obvious response to it, which is 5 links and 3 reds. I have to say, not that much synergy between these two goals, but they're both really good. So it makes
Yeah.
sense to try to secure both of them immediately.
40 totals is okay on the card as a draft goal. There just aren't that many. Like, yeah, he picks that next. I like both of those picks. Now after this is where it starts to get a little weird.
I mean, you kind of have to counter 20 from 2, but I'm not sure if PK plans to go 20 from 2. Then again, we're talking about PK, which could... PK's game here could go in 2 ways. Either he does a Galaxy Giga Chad brain play and somehow wins without doing any drafted goals, or tries a Giga Chad big brain play and Jeff reads it, and then you know what happens. So
Yeah, so
we will
counters
see.
50 Bianca Blues with Bianca 4 hoverless and takes 7 links, which is fine, I guess.
But we're starting to get into, okay, can you actually do all of these things? You know, you only have 30 minutes, so some of this it's gotta be some draft. Jeff has drafted only blue coin goals.
Yeah, yes he has.
That might be
like that.
because there's only there's only like good blue coin goals and nothing else is pretty good. Okay, that's a bit of a throwaway.
Yep. There wasn't really any other obvious choice. Like maybe 20 from 2, but it's not that good on this card. So I like his picks.
And I think 20 from 2, it's either you want to leave it open, so you kind of maybe want the opponent to draft it, or you kind of want to get it as a freebie, all right? So PK drafts it now, which means you are going to know when he gets it because he has to click it now, or you can just get it as a freebie, right?
Yep.
So, GG.
GG.
Already are calling GG for I don't know who after the draft. That's pretty rude.
I think it does that automatically when you stop the timer. I'm guessing the timer is going.
I know. I'm just trolling a bit here.
All right, here we go. Getting started. Based on the routes, I don't know that Jeff would start 11 Delfino Blues. He'll probably pick them up like on his way between worlds.
Yes.
I guess he starts with either 15 Bianco Blues or 9 Serena. He could even do like some cute Persuado delays by like doing Serena 1 into Bianco 2 to Serena 2 to finish out those blue coins, back to Bianco 3 to finish out those blue coins. Be a little cheeky, just try to delay information, but I don't think it really matters. I think Jeff will almost definitely be starting with those 2 levels. Maybe not though if he's trying to pick out pick up some of the other goals. Nice thing about Jeff doing 9 Serena Blues is if he finishes Serena 2, he has a pretty easy 22 lives life grind spot for later in the match. And then obvious progress towards 18 Serena Blues.
So when it comes to draft, obviously setting up as good as you can for the rest of the game is very important. Um, what kind of goals could we see collected before the end of the draft time? I don't really see much, honestly.
Outside of their picks,
Not really.
I mean, maybe 2 hidden 1 level from PK if he wants like 3 red coin shines.
But still, his draft suggests Bianco, obviously. I mean,
Yeah,
it could be Rico for 20 from 2, but you don't have the time. Rico
no.
doesn't give any red coin shines until Rico 4 red, so
Kind of a lot of hundreds on this card. Bianco 100, Penna 100, Nogi 100, 200s, 300.
oh, it is one of those cards. Oh boy. Ooh,
This will
boy.
make all of our true all hundos players happy. Yeah, I don't know. Outside of their drafts, I don't know if there's a click that'll happen within the draft period.
Okay, so we should talk about these two players perhaps, and the fact that okay, so Mr. JeffCompass, very well-known figure in the Bing community by now, and
Pretty
he
cool.
has quite a bit of experience, obviously. His total of swag points is impressive, not gonna lie. 280 swag points is definitely on the high side. Whereas PK is officially now behind A-Wire that we saw play before, so definitely, I'm not sure how PK's season is going because I'm not following a lot. But if I had to take a guess, I think he would like to be a bit more up when it comes to his numbers. I'm not sure if he's satisfied with this. But then again, this is a perfect chance to maybe sneak an upset in and collect a lot of Zwek points.
Yeah, I ran the bingo calc for these guys. It's a 17-point swing if PK wins, which would be amazing for PK, and that would make Jeff very unhappy. That's 17 points is a lot to happen in one match.
17 Zwek points, right? It's like I think you can value this wing in like it's gold carats, right? If it's 17, you know, it's not amazing. It's not like super great, but it's pretty good, right? It's pretty
Yeah.
high quality. Then there's
Most
a
of our
6.
matches are in like the 10 to 12 point range if the
Yeah,
underdog wins.
exactly. There's a lot of impurity in there, right? You know, but 17, we're getting to the real stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm picturing PK with like a 17 carat like swag chain made of gold, like the kind of like rapper gold chain, you know. I don't know what my mind is doing tonight. I think I'm too tired for this.
Court is now in session.
But
I can kind of see on this card the 6 Penna shines, including 2 hidden 1 level. If they both like, if neither of them go for 2 hidden 1 level, I could see that happening in Penna because 6 Penna is on there. And even 1 episode 8, I could see a deep Penna happening. The problem is it doesn't really provide rockets, but maybe you don't need rockets. At the same time, maybe you want one of your 6 to be a Penna 100, so maybe you don't want the hiddens. I don't know.
okay, I like me those 1 to 235 odds for PK at the moment. That's
I'll
gonna
take
be.
that value, man.
I mean that's a value bet right there.
You have to take
Gotta
that.
say. You have to take that, exactly. It's like, dude.
Behold this sketch of the perpetrator based on eyewitness descriptions. The truth is obvious.
So we haven't really talked about the permutation, but I think this cards and those is pretty straightforward. That is, there's hardly too much synergy between levels. Like, you know, you have the 4 from 3 that you can do in quite a bit of levels with this card. And episode 8 Shine, which is mostly gonna be Rico, I feel here. I
feel
don't
like
know.
Rico 8 is pretty deep to go in Rico on this card.
Yeah, it's not gonna come into play unless it's like the last goal, really, or
Yeah.
Bianco maybe. Bianco 8.
I would expect Penna 6 or Penna 8 before Rico 8.
I
because of
am
6
gonna
Penna
call
3.
it right now. PK clicking 3 red coins with Bianco 3 reds, Bianco 4, and Bianco 8. Let's go.
And Bianco 8?
Let's go.
I don't know about that.
Nah, Chief. You have no faith. It's like when Rodira thought I was not going to show up here. You all have no faith in me. Yeah, but that goal is absolute garbage. It's like nothing here synergizes with it. I
No.
guess if you really want to look into it, Pianta 8 because of the rocket nozzle unlock. If you really want to stretch your imagination,
Would give you a third rocket.
it would give you a third rocket.
Yeah, I think I see PK's red coins being Bianco 3R, Bianco 4, and like Pachinko.
Yeah. That is if he decides to do them. As I mentioned, PK is quite the unorthodox player, let's put it that way. So I fully expect to see some kind of jank in a way.
Yep.
Alright, so let's see the opening moves for both of the players.
Both headed towards Bianco, at least for now. I think I expect both of them to enter Bianco after this as well.
I mean, Jeff really would like those 15 Bianco blues, right? PK really would like that Bianco 4 hoverless and linked, so Bianco seems like a slam dunk.
Definitely
Is there
seems
any
like a place to start.
Is there any incentive for Delfino stuff? Not really, again. I mean, I guess you could argue for the lives and the hundo because Delfino hundo, but no.
Potentially for like a 6 from 2 worlds.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to see if there's any kind of play there, but nah. Nah, fam.
Not early, at least.
No.
Maybe like as they're working towards Noki, they can do a bunch of Delfinos.
Yeah, work it towards Noki for what though?
A rocket and Noki 100.
Yeah, I can see that, but it's like it's not that much value. This is kind of like the opposite of the card we had previously, where it's like a lot of shine count. This is a lot of random BS, I guess. It's a very dispersive card. It's kind of a bullet point card, you know, where you just like go from item to item, and there's not a lot of synergy. Outside of the blue coins, obviously, which is why we're seeing so many blues drafted.
Jeff grabs Sewer Blues, PK grabs the Lynx, and then they both enter Bianco. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, both entering Bianco.
Now, I think that this card, being the way it is either really good for Jeff or really good for PK. Because if PK sees something that we're not seeing at the moment, then it's also likely, you know, if it's something that's very hard to see, there might be the chance that PK saw something, saw a way to win that is not immediately clear. But it could also mean that's less opportunities to do that. So Jeff might be happy with it because it means that there is less of a chance for an upset. You know, if the card is very straightforward and linear, you would expect the higher rated player to have an easier time, right?
Yep.
Less variability in the match. So we'll see.
Jeff did grab the Windmill Blue and the M, setting up for what I think the cool kids call Spicy Pizza route. But PK gets in there first. They're not really competing for any goals at this point because everything early was drafted. It looks like they're both just trying to get their drafts. PK will,
I mean,
most likely get through this first shine first and be, you know, quote unquote ahead, but he's not necessarily ahead to any specific goal.
Yeah, right now it feels like you know when there's two competitions, like two run. You know, sometimes if you do distance running, there's different competitions that start at the same time, like really long distance running, like the 5 kilometers run and the 15 kilometers run like start at the same time. But so yeah, the 5 kilometers runner is gonna be ahead. Yeah, sure, but you know what I mean. It's kind of pointless. Of course, you're gonna be ahead of the people who do 15 kilometers. So, it kind of feels like it has that kind of vibe. So the
This
fact
just
that
feels
there's
like the
not...
calm before the storm. Like they're not competing for anything. They probably kind of know what each other is going to be doing for the next 20 to 30 minutes, or at least the first 20 or 30 minutes of the match. So I don't know that things will get especially interesting for a little while.
No, the really important thing to do now is to try to conceal information for as long as humanly possible. So you want ideally to complete all your goals and then click them all, the ones that you intend to do at least, like at 25 minutes. Because you want to be able to try to conceal as much of your info as possible to prevent your opponent routing off of it. So it is very much... This feels like obviously this early phase of the draft is very much like two boxers studying each other, you know, or some like kind of firefight where there's two assassins like trying to get an advantage on two snipers. This is that kind of vibe, which is not for everyone, I guess, but here we can see the fact that PK, not gonna lie, compared to like a year and a half ago, has definitely worked on his speed and really shows quite a bit. So if you're watching this back, PK, you have the Alea stamp of approval, which probably doesn't mean much when it comes to speed because I'm not fast in SMS, but Jeff routing it in life. That's gonna be could come into play later on.
Yeah, Jeff could have completed his 15 Bianco Blues there or Bianco 100, but chose to go ahead and knock out Bianco 3. It opens up a hidden for him. He might do that hidden here next with 15 Bianco Blues for like 4 from 3, but instead leaving. Curious to see what he does next.
Yeah, he just doesn't want to give away the information this early, which makes 100% sense. Obviously, it is... Bingo is just like every kind of competition or game is just warfare, but no violence. I mean, I guess I guess you could say there's some psychological violence that you bestow upon your opponent sometimes, but none of the really bad variety. So, obviously, strategy is extremely important, especially in this kind of competition, and information is key, especially in high-level matchups. Can literally change the outcome of the game. PK travel skipping. Somewhere, some place, there's a paper Ario that's pretty sad. So Schmidt, we can talk about random stuff now, right? Since we mentioned since we mentioned about how speedy they are, do you have a vehicle? Do you possess a vehicle, a means of transportation?
I own a 2011 Nissan Altima. With
all right.
Like 80-something thousand miles on it.
Okay, so for people that not measure in football fields per length of USS Arleigh Burke, that should be about
like 110, 120 kilometers.
I think 130.
130,000 kilometers. Yeah, somewhere around there.
All right, that's not too bad. I mean, it does sound like it has done quite the mileage, but it's not a particularly old car, so it should be still working pretty well.
Yeah,
it's like it's like you know that middle-aged like manager of a car. You know what I mean? Doing its job.
It's trustworthy.
Yeah, doing its job, trustworthy. Kind of chill. Sometimes gets a bit grumpy, but yeah, I see that. All right.
Why is Jeff in Rico 1 right now? Do you think he's trying to get 20 from 2?
Yes, very much so. Or some setup in general. Rico isn't super strong here, but Rico is always strong, if anything, because blues. Just the blues opportunities are really insane.
Yep, true.
Also, 4 from 3, Rico's a really fast level. 2 hiddens from 1 level. Pretty good level to do it. Arguably the best level to do it. So yeah, I can see that. And PK is also in Rico.
This makes a little more sense for PK. He gets a link tier. He gets progress towards 20 from 2, which are goals that he drafted.
Think.
However, he has one red coin shine, and there's not really a readily available red coin shine in Rico for his progress towards.
No, but as again, it's like trying to conceal information. Then we'll see, because obviously what you don't want to do is really to be aiming for a goal and not be able to get it, because then obviously it's at risk. So ideally you would want to, in an ideal world, you would click all the goals at 29:59, right? Obviously you cannot do that, but you can decide to stagger your progress towards different goals and then scooping them all up in the final 5 minutes, which is the ideal situation to try to create here. Jeff is definitely going for 20 blues here, I feel.
I think so too. I think he's banking on PK not getting, well, maybe not banking, but setting up for the case where PK does not get that goal.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really mean like getting 20 blues now, but like getting, you know, progress towards the 20 blues, obviously.
Yep.
I think Jeff's gonna call the bluff. But the thing is, PK could also try to call a 40 total bluff, right? Because Jeff doesn't really seem too interested in 9 Serena right now. So
no,
PK
but between 15 Bianco and then going to Rico and Delfino, like 40 is so easy for Jeff to get.
Yeah, 40 is a pretty chill goal to get in draft. It's if you have decent or above speed, you can get them fairly easily.
PK didn't get a ton of blues there. Curious to know if he goes back in up here or not. He is.
I mean, Rico free unlocks a lot of blues that prevent you from having to do, like, in general. 2 is easy blues. Free unlocks a lot of blues that are kind of easy to do. So you do skip the submarine, the wall kicks. It's much more convenient to try for 20 and free, anyways. So.
Yep.
Besides, fast shine always helps. The thing is, PK and Jeff's routes are superimposing a bit right now. At least, like, they're doing kind of the same thing or same gist of the thing. But as much as PK has improved, Jeff has also improved in terms of speed. So I'm not sure if it is wise. If it's not even wise, because PK cannot know it obviously, but I'm not sure if it's a good thing for PK if they're doing the same thing. Because obviously that favors
for PK. I think PK has one more shine in Bianco than Jeff does. I don't know that Jeff did the hidden.
No, I mean, did PK do 3 reds? Yeah, PK did 3 reds.
Yeah.
Oh, struggling here a bit with the Lupulus race. But managed to finish it. Still lost a bit of time over blooper full, but it's not too bad. Definitely not the major mistake. I think we're kind of witnessing a sort of soft race for soft race. It's sort of like I see. I'm guilty of that myself too. We're trying to we're witnessing kind of a sort of mutual interest in this goal from both players. The 2 hiddens from Rico, which is 2 hiddens from one level, no gelato, which is 2 hiddens from Rico, basically. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up happening here. Definitely Jeff Falls is interested for those 20 blues from here.
And 3 more.
And he has all of them free here. So yeah, pretty chill.
Now this will set Jeff up for 4 from 3. It'll be his 4th year in Rico. And then he also has 2 hiddens available if he wants them.
That rocket storage was kind of cute right there. Cool little optimization. Alright, Rico 4. The level that never fails to disappoint.
I had so much trouble with this level when I was first getting into SMS.
It is that level that is so much pain, but by the time you get comfortable with it, it's because you spend so much time practicing it that you're like, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Jeff has been routing in lives. He gets both of them here without too much trouble. Sometimes people go for that first life and get a little off cycle. Not Jeff.
Jeff is a veteran by now.
Yep.
You know, so, like we used to joke about like the whole like Jeff stuff, the compass meme. Jeff by now is like the compass of a scout leader. You know, it's seen some shit. It's been through stuff, right? And we keep on seeing PK and Jeff kind of going for the same thing again. It's PK's kind of following Jeff here.
Yeah, he is. He's behind him primarily because he did 3R and Jeff did not in Bianco.
Yes, and Jeff is going to collect the other alpha of the linked. Sitting on 29 blues, will probably want to complete some... Okay, is this Serena? I did not expect to see that, honestly.
Oh, PK! Pico rolls out a little too hard on the middle platform, doesn't have enough room to do a spin jump off of it. That's the worst.
Alright, Jeff's sitting on 10 shines right now, including trades, and is trying to enter Serena. Probably wants to complete those 9 blues and finish the 40 with the scoop up from Delfino later on. Might opt to sacrifice... Oh, PK takes another death. Okay. It never fails to disappoint, and that's why I said that. It can be very frustrating. It can be very frustrating because it's one of those mistakes that's understandable, but at the same time, you know your opponent likely hasn't made the mistake because it's not that common. Like, it's common enough to be understandable to be making yourself, but not common enough to be like, alright, probably my opponent also missed it. So, you are in that situation, that in between, that's really like, you're trying to tell yourself that it's okay, but you know deep down it's not. And it's bad. It can really shake your confidence. Now, Jeff clearly respects PK to get those 5 links and 7 links, honestly, because else Jeff wouldn't be in Serena right now.
No, Jeff would want to get Serena first if he thought he had a chance of getting those 2 goals.
Yes, but Serena immediately kills that. So, oh, the Manta's looking kind of good.
This will be a second red for PK.
All right, that Manta's not looking too bad. I mean, not super glorious. You know, it's not like one of those Mantas where everything works, right? But it is not too shabby. It feels pretty good. To my not really speedster eyes, at least. Listen, there's many things in which I'm a speedster. SMS is not one of those.
Just gonna retime this one and see if it was better than his gold. That was a pretty good Manta.
I mean, I don't think that was that good, but it's definitely solid. Like, if you get this in a no reset or a binger, like, yeah, cool shit, you know. We take those. PK's having a pretty solid Rico, 4 reds at least. I mean, not anything super good, but you definitely want to not die here. You don't want to have more oofs. Oh, okay. Almost commentator's curse that. So,
PK, I'm guessing, will go to do Bianco 4 hoverless potentially after this. That'll be his 3rd red coin shine. He'll be able to click off both of those goals. But another option he has is just to do the Rico 2 hidden and take 2 hiddens from 1 level, one of the neutral goals.
The thing is, Jeff, like, PK can kind of time Bianco 4 hoverless well. Because he knows, I mean, PK's going in now. But he knows Jeff is not in there because Jeff would have clicked those 15 Bianco blues. Like, you know, if you see 15 Bianco blues, that's kind of your cue to go to Bianco 4 hoverless before the end of the draft, right? Because your opponent might have done it. Which, I think there's some mind games there to be had with the information, obviously. I think he was kind of ironically underused by Jeff, because I think that if Jeff wanted those 15 Bianco blues, he could have done that to force PK into Bianco for like hoverless. Also, I like the change that it used to be floodless, and I really like the fact that it's now hoverless again. Ooh, PK.
PK. He's good. GWKs are not free.
Never been, never will.
Okay, I think the opportunity for PK to get 20 blues from 2 is probably gone. I don't think he got 20 in Rico. He's definitely nowhere near 20 in Bianco. No, I think he just has 10 blues total, so he's really not close to getting that 20 from 2 goal.
All right, so I think PK wants to close. Okay, PK sees the 9 Serena blues, all right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're PK right now, your problem is, do you do Pinna stuff, like you go for the links, or do you go for the hidden shines from 1 level? And the red call, in my opinion, is the links. And PK is definitely playing for that now.
Looks like it. He's gonna open up Gelato, maybe grab Beat Shine, maybe go into Gelato for something, but I would guess that he would grab Beat Shine to reset Plaza instead of doing Gelato. Is there really a reason to do something in Gelato on this card? Got some blues, but other than that, I mean, 5 hiddens, maybe. If you're thinking about 5 hiddens for late
4
game.
from 3 is bad from Gelato, because you cannot do the, the 1 sand, 1 red, which is okay. For 3 shines from, you can get a rocket nozzle, but that's really, really deep. Yeah, not much, honestly. Not really. It is definitely the weakest stage.
Yeah.
What you
Dex
can
pointing out
do
he
is
does
you can get
a
some
4th
free
link.
hidden
Yeah,
and the link.
he does
So
need a 4th link to get up to 7.
I think the play here is linked, just do the linked and then do Beach Shine.
Yeah.
Maybe even exit area, honestly. It's not that bad. Jeff got to 40 here. Also, we should get ready to unclick in about 2 minutes.
Yep.
Jeff is not
I
clicking
can
forward.
unclick PK.
Okay. That was within 15 seconds, so should be fine.
PK back to Bianco. I don't think he's gonna get his linked blues before.
That is 10 Delfino blues.
Yeah.
Can somebody confirm? Can somebody else confirm that is actually 10? I mean, the goal is not contested, so it's not the worst thing ever.
I was just trusting Jeff. I have no idea how many he has.
Can somebody confirm that it is actually just 10 Delfino blues? Jeff got both birds. Jeff got the linked pair.
He got the sewer.
He got the sewer, so that's 6. He got the M there, that's 7.
He got jail blue. Which is 8. I think we can assume he got the other 2. Oh, Rudira knows.
Yeah, we can. I think we're gonna call a pause now.
Okay. No, we're good. He just Z-menued, and it's been unclicked. He's
Okay.
deciding 11 Delfino is more important than 15 Bianco and decided to exit.
Yes. That is very much important. It makes sense. Still got some progress for the 15 blues. We should unclick soon as well.
Yep. I'll unclick PK.
Okay. Stuff has already been unclicked before I could even do anything. Glorious.
Yep. Rudira is on top of it.
After the debacle, I think that the unclicking has been very solid here.
Hey, that was me and Rudira last time, but this time we're on it. Okay, so the remainder, neither player knows this, but the remainder of their draft goals, well, except maybe 20 from 2 for PK, but his links are not contested, and Jeff's 15 Bianco Blues are not contested. So they'll both get the goals that they want right here.
Yes. The thing is, PK kind of... I don't know. I think PK is in a good position, honestly, because he has the advantage for Twin from a level. So this is definitely the goal that was kind of the collectible goal, or the goal that was the deal breaker, I guess. And he will be ahead to it, so that's always good.
He also has 4 from 2. He already has 4 in Bianco and Rico, I think.
But Jeff is close to 60 as well, and we'll get 20 from 2. So
I don't know if 60 was really on PK's mind yet. He hasn't been going heavy for blues.
no,
So
but a goal's a goal.
Okay with that. A goal is a goal.
And the thing is, okay, you don't want your opponent to get all the blue stuff, because it's the only kind of set of goals that has synergy on this card. So if Jeff gets away with 11 Delfino Blues, 18 Serena Blues, 20 from 2, 40, 9 Serena Blues, it's quite a bit, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
it is.
So now Rocket rolling out.
Does PK not have 7 links?
I think he does not. I think he has collected... What has he collected?
Did he not get the O's?
No, he got 3 in Pinna. I think he got all of them in Pinna.
He has Gelato, Bianco, Rico, and Delfino.
Does he have Gelato? Wait.
Maybe not.
Yeah, he doesn't have Bianco. Yeah, it's like he has Rico.
Oh, no Bianco. Okay.
He has Rico. He has Gelato. He has 3 Pinna. And he has Delfino. Which IMO is a bit of a, like, not getting the linked in Bianco is a bit of a misplay.
I think so as well.
Especially because I know that getting the linked normally uses hover nozzle, but you can easily get that linked with the goal now being hoverless, because you can't use flood obviously. So you can definitely get the linked.
Jeff is going to finish up 20, and that's 20 from 2 for Jeff.
Golden Devil, it's normally it works out pretty fine. It's just that I'm completely dead. Like my brain is a bit shot, so I don't have the mental energy to keep track of all the stuff there.
Yeah, Falcon made his own little spreadsheet, which is very handy for keeping track of things.
Okay, Jeff gets that rocket rollout to there. Not sure if that was intentional, but that's pretty dope still.
So they're both at 2 rockets. Who's ahead? Oh, Jeff! That rollout had just a slightly off angle.
Yep, that's gonna cost a bit. Not the worst thing ever though. And Pika has already made mistakes in Rico 4, so.
Yep. Okay, so PK has, with trades, 13 shines. He's 2 blues from having 14 shines. I don't know Jeff's shine count.
Not gonna lie, seeing Jeff get my cycle is kind of fun. But I guess we all take an L sometimes. It's fine. Going for the really safe thing. Listen, I can respect this. I can respect going really safe, because sometimes you're like, I don't trust myself, and I'd rather take the L, lose those 5-10 seconds extra, but make sure I don't lose more, right? And I can respect that. That's dope. See if Jeff wants the extra life, tries for it, but doesn't get it.
Okay, so Jeff has 16 shines compared to PK's, 14-ish. So Jeff would be ahead to 3 rockets. The problem is he still has to unlock Gelato and then unlock Penna. And that's kind of time consuming.
Yeah, and I think it's still a bit early for that. We still have all the... I'm not to put it...
Oh, sure. I'm just thinking long term.
Yeah. I get that. Now, PK's looking into the 6-spin shines and 4 from 3 synergy here. Surprise, still no to hit him from one level. Honestly, I think it could kind of start to get scary now. Even though Jeff has effectively revealed everything that he's done, technically speaking. So I guess PK can kind of settle on it, but PK doesn't know how deep Jeff went into Rico, which is the issue. So if I was PK, I would do that now, because I would start to get a bit worried for that.
It looks like he might try to finish out. This will be his 4th from here, which would make 4 for 3. 4 from 3. Jeff re-entering.
Thing is, I can understand valuing... I mean, PK could still have a window for this, but I can understand him valuing 4 from 3 more than 2 hidden from 1 level, because hidden from 1 level is really revealing. Like, it is really just Rico here. Alright.
This is going to be tight if PK wants 2 hidden from 1 level after this.
Yep. But I did read Jeff's call, so... Oh, PK having a bit of trouble here.
Just making this even harder for him to get that 2 hiddens 1 level.
But Rico 4 Reds is not the fastest level, so... That said, Jeff is executing it pretty well.
Yeah, Pinafore is also not that fast with the cutscenes from the flowers, especially when you're getting 2 cycles. Okay, so it looks like PK will collect the shine first. Then the question is, does he try to head over there? And does he have enough time?
So the Shine Collect is almost as...
Oh, just kidding. Simultaneous.
I was a
PK
PK needs
has
to travel there.
Yeah. Going there is going to be the wrong call, but I don't know that he has any way of knowing that. I think PK is going to be a little sad about this. Okay, you know what, though? It will be his 6th from Rico if he completes this. And then if he completes 6 Penna Shines, that would be 6 from 2 without Delfino, which is kind of fun.
I mean, 6 from 2 is not necessarily a Delfino-centric thing. That's kind of the point of having 6 from 2 worlds, you know? So it's not very often that you see it, but it can happen. Can be routed in that way. Now, it looks like Jeff will get the W in this particular race. Question is, how will PK react to it?
I think PK will read it as Rico. Yeah, I don't know what he would do next. I don't expect Jeff to delay this at all.
Yeah, you have to know that it's race.
Yeah.
Also, PK's Rico 2 hasn't been really spotless today, so PK's probably hitting himself really hard for those Rico 4 deaths, because that's what ended up costing him this, obviously. So.
Yep.
Oh, Jeff opening pin now.
Yeah, Jeff not going to Penna. What's here for him? He needs it to get to Noki if he wants Noki. But he has to know he's behind to both Bells and probably 6 Penna because of that. So I don't know if he'll stick around here or not.
Thing is, the whole both belts thing here is not super valuable by virtue of Delfino sucking really
Yeah.
hard. And PK knows that there's no way Jeff has progressed in Pinna, right? So PK can go and do even one episode 8 shine isn't under threat because PYG. So can do 2 reds, can do Pinna 5 or Pinna 6, I guess. But
I think it might be a Pinna 500s play from PK for the Pinna 100 coin. As
oh,
his
that
sixth
could be a
Pinna.
thing. That could definitely be the case. That would actually be a good play.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't do that one first. Maybe he just knows that Jeff is so far behind in Pinna that he has plenty of time. Meanwhile, Jeff, it looks like, is trying to get to Noki.
Yeah, I mean, PK knows Jeff with that click. PK knows Jeff hasn't done Pinna. Okay, like he knows that has to be Rico, so that means no. That means that Jeff doesn't have Mecha, so Mecha is definitely slower than 2 reds. No biggie. But Jeff is aiming at Noki, so we can now start to look for win cons for Jeff, I think. Also, Radira hearing me, not mind reading me, because but thank you. Obviously, Jeff will have the advantage for free rocket nozzle unlocks.
He's ahead to 18 Serena Blues, and he has a life grind spot.
Yes, so those are 3 things that are pretty safely in JeffCompass ground.
Maybe Noki hundreds as well.
I mean, I wouldn't call it super safe, but depending on the timing he decides to do it, that's also there. 11, and that's about it. However, I fear 6 from 2 is safe. PK, if anything, because it's gonna happen now. I think it's gonna come down to hundreds. Honestly.
Okay, I need to count. Jeff gets 18 Serena Blues.
Jeff gets to 11 with somewhat safe stuff.
Right. And then if he gets the Noki 100, that's only his first 100.
Yes, that would be correct.
That would put him at 12. Yeah, I think it's going to come down to hundreds and whether PK...
No, I included Noki there. And the thing is, PK safe. Okay, Jeff gets the rocket now, which was safe. PK has both belts safe.
I think PK needs to do Bianco 100 after this.
I think
200s and Bianco 100 point shine, which are both goals that Jeff could use to win.
And the 7 links as well.
True, you could get a 7th link in Bianco there. Yep.
So, Jeff is in a good spot, but will likely need some extra stuff. So PK is not out of it by any means yet.
We might see a Bianco 100 race after this. Jeff is doing his Noki 100 and is about to enter Ruins where he'll wrap it up. PK is wrapping up his Pinna 100s. I'm real curious to see what PK does after this.
Yep, this match is about to get spicy if we see a Bianco race.
Yeah.
You can see the patented PK. I'm about to outroute you in 10,000 different ways, and you don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm 4 parallel universes ahead of you. Parallel Kiwi.
He gets 6 from 2. He's delaying 6 Pinna, which is fine. Jeff's nowhere near that. Okay, so for PK's win con, say he has 6 from Pinna and both bells and 7 links. That would put him at 9. He has the Pinna 100, that would put him at 10. What would his last 3 goals be? I kind of think it would be Bianco 100, 200s, and either a third 100 or an episode 8.
I think that's a Bianco hundreds. I think PK is making the correct calls right now.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really interesting because Jeff, I'm not sure if Jeff is having the smoothest Noki 100. It doesn't seem too bad, but for some reason it feels not ideal. I don't know. I cannot chalk it down to anything for some reason, but
He's had some minor minor gameplay mistakes.
Yeah,
It
maybe
definitely
that.
won't be what cost him the match, but he might not be thrilled with his gameplay from that. Oh,
I
just a
mean,
moment.
PK is building some lead there.
Yeah, he's behind on the scoreboard, but he's delaying 2 things right now, and it's
They're
very
even
close.
on the scoreboard. They're even on the scoreboard because there's no way Jeff goes to spin and does spin 100s. So
Oh,
those
true,
things can
yeah.
be delayed for a long time. So I think Jeff is falling a bit victim in his situation to the blues trap because all the blues synergy is really good, right? If you do everything immediately, it's kind of hard to then... You're not doing anything
Gotta
else.
race.
Okay. PK is still the slower player and has to get linked.
But
in
he's got a
order.
big lead.
But he has quite the big lead, obviously. Has the benefit of not having to do links with blood, you know, like with normal spray.
He might save the links for last because that's where the shine spawns. Ooh.
That's fair. That's also a bit risky though, because you're moving through there pretty fast. Also, if you get sniped, you still get the goal out of the way, you know. So I don't think it's the correct call to leave the links last. I can understand, right? It's not a super bad mistake.
Oh, this race is fun. Oh, Jeff might be really sad if he doesn't get this though.
Oh, PK making a mistake there. Not the biggest mistake, but everything counts, obviously. The race is not super close, but it is a thing, right? You don't want to be making too many of those because you don't want to be falling behind.
Right. It becomes close because PK has to get the links.
Right.
I think he's still, definitely ahead, but with enough gameplay errors and having to get the link, he could fall behind. And like that flower bed. Little stuff like that could start adding up, but he's really close to the end now.
Yeah, I still think it's definitely PK field, all of this. PK's about to raise the... I don't know, which state is PK from? Because they would say the US flag, but Jeff's also from
I don't
know. Any sunshiners here? No.
Minnesota.
Okay. Alright, I see.
And he is getting the link. I don't think it's going to be enough for Jeff to catch up. I
No,
don't think
definitely.
PK will delay Bianco 100. He has
Nope.
to know it's contested.
Ended up being pretty close for Jeff, but... Nope. That 7 links clicked. And Jeff is about to be really sad.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Jeff is nearly spawning the shine.
200s.
Oh my
Bianco
God.
100s.
PK just
In the 100s.
unloading all those goals.
And the 6-spin. It's just...
Jeff thought about exiting area, but he knows 300 coins is still a goal. So he did stay. He's going to collect the shine, and they'll both have 200s. I like that from Jeff. He paused and thought about exiting. I'm really glad he did not. PK re-entering. Is this
Okay.
a life grind?
Yes, Jeff doesn't know what to do now. Jeff is thinking about this because...
Oh, Jeff forfeiting.
Is it a forfeit?
Yeah, he put it in the chat.
Alright.
I think...
Oh, Jeff... Oh.
Yo,
PK.
Hey,
Congrats
PK.
for the victory.
GG.
That is... I was about to talk about the psychological ramifications of all of this, but I didn't expect them to be that prominent. Just say it that way. That's definitely a thing.
yeah, I might be Jeff's worst matchup. And I have this with a few people. Mason's another one that's just like this, where like I just know what they're doing. And the ability to just know what someone's doing at like most times in the game is just nuts. And draft helps me with that because I can force them to do things.
That is definitely the case. There's formats like Pro Control, Draft that favor players that have good reads, and I have to say, PK, as much as sometimes you can talk shit, all right,
Yeah.
you do have a fucking library in your house with all the reads, so I can respect that. Sometimes it goes really bad, but sometimes it just goes really well, and you just
So-
earned yourself 17 swag points. Congratulations.
Damn, that was
17.
17? Yo,
Yeah.
that was sick.
I so Jeff marks Noki 100. Was there any chance of you going for Noki 100 instead of Bianco 100 if he didn't click it?
I was gonna go for it after Bianco 100.
Okay.
But as soon as he clicked 3 rockets, I knew I won.
Yeah.
Because
that means
you
that you
do you
win
don't
for
go,
Bianco 100.
you can't leave after entering Noki. So I'm like, okay, he has Noki 100s. Only way I lose this is if he randomly has a Pianta 100s or something.
Oh, like if he had already had 100 shine and
Yeah,
that's the
if
second?
he gets 2 and 300s, then I'm at least worried. I can still win, but I am at least worried then.
Jeff was ahead of you in lives, and he had a life grind spot in Serena 2, whereas
Yeah.
you were stuck with Bianco 1.
Yep. Yeah. I didn't think he could go for 22 lives since 300s and both bells are on the card. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I can just do 22 lives. This is safe, and then I will do whatever he doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, okay, I can see a scenario in which Jeff wins, okay? Because this is not a 100% game. You're definitely ahead. It's definitely very skewed in your favor.
Yep.
But that's what I mean. I always say that the psychological side of bingo is definitely not as talked about as it should be.
Yep.
Because that sequence of clicks, that delay
Yep.
on itself, by not only was a good in-game delay because obviously you're concealing information, but it also turned the double click into a quadruple click, and the psychological effect of that literally made you win a game that wasn't 100% a win, which is really powerful. And as I said,
Yep.
people don't take it into account nearly as much as they should.
Yep. Yeah, I pretty much had 5 clicks that I was just saving, and I'm like, is there any chance he goes for 7 links? No. That's why I didn't grab 5 links before 30 minutes. I was like, he's not going for this.
Yep.
I was somewhat worried he was doing 15 Bianco Blues with Bianco 100. If he does that, I'm at least a little annoyed, and then I'm forced into my 100 play earlier, which can get gross, because then I have to do like pin a 200s. But he never clicked it. And I was like, okay, he drafted this. I know he's not doing it. He's probably trying for the Noki goals. And I was like, okay, I will just finish off Pinna. The 2 hidden snipe was sad, but I was like, I don't think that matters that much because I win 5 hiddens.
And that was still your 6th from Rico to give you 6 from 2.
Yeah, and 6 from 2. And I was like, this is still value. I misread. How close was he to 4 from 3? Did he not have 4 from 3?
No, I don't
No.
think
He
so.
had 4 from Bianco and Rico, but only 2 from Serena and none from anywhere else.
Okay. That was a misread. I would have done. I was gonna do Pinna 3, and then I was thinking about just leaving, doing Rico 2 hidden, and then going back to Pinna. But I thought 4 from 3 might be what he's trying for instead of 2 hiddens 1 level, just because of his clicks. But I was like, I know he's Bianco Rico. I knew that the entire time. I just didn't know how much.
Yeah, exactly. Like that, it's not necessarily it's a misread, but you didn't have the information necessary, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously the blues clicks tell you the stages, but didn't tell you the depth of the stage.
Yep.
Which I
And
think
it was still close.
it was a really good play for Jeff to go for it, I think. But again, it's I don't know. It's just the way things were set up, because Pinna was really valuable, and Jeff going for all these blue coins, goals in general,
Yep.
means that he has to forfeit that Pinna, and it's a great synergy
Yep.
but you don't progress with anything else while doing blues. It's just it's like when you have that card where just Rico's super strong or Bianco's super
Yep.
strong, then you run out of steam because you've only done that, and it's
Yeah,
important to set
I
up.
only clicked 20 from 2s to make him do it. That was the only reason I clicked that goal.
Yeah, I figured it was kind of a either trying to trying to influence the game, but it wasn't a click that you were necessarily going for, unless
Yeah,
it was handed to you.
Yeah, I was like, if 15 Bianco Blues is left up for some reason, and honestly, I think I could have technically gotten it, but it was like I never had any intention of blues. I thought blues were like there's a realm where blues work here, but I didn't really care for it. And I basically was just saying I'm going to 50-50 a play in Pinna. If he wins to Pinna, which he could have, until I saw 9 Serena Blues, and then I was like, oh.
Yeah, I
and
was a bit perplexed by that, but
yeah, I saw that click and I was like, that's. I still thought there was a realm where we were even to Pinna, in which I still lose because I had to grab the links as well. But like, I was like, whatever, and that just made me more confident. 7 links wasn't contested. Yeah, I don't know. I liked my route. I thought it was really good. I thought he might have outdrafted me a little bit, but I thought I had a better play with my draft.
also I have to say thank you for the value bet of odds like 12-1. So
everyone doubts
I,
me.
I saw that and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. We take those, and yeah,
Yep.
it is a thing. So I don't think I have any more questions. Again, congratulations on your win. I did say that Haywire overtook you. Well, that's a nice way to fight back. On the leaderboard list, where does that put you? Let me get the resources stuff.
I'm probably either my guess is below Despin. No, I'm worse than that.
Yeah,
yeah, I'm below
actually,
Despin.
I wanted to ask you something. Like, how satisfied are you so far with your season? Because it's like I can see you being okay with this. I can see you be sad with this. I can see you being good, like happy with this. It's like I don't have that. This kind of region with like 160 to 210 swag points. It's like it's everybody's there. It's not that great, but it's okay. You know what I mean?
I will say, so here's the confidence in me. I do think I'm the best of the people who are at that level in the Despin, like the Div 2 level, basically at this moment.
Okay.
I do think I'm the best of us at this point.
You're calling Despin Div 2, but right now he's number 8, which puts him
Is
in
he
the
number
first
8 right
bracket.
now? Oh, he
Yeah.
passed Mason.
He did at one point.
I'm gonna okay, so then I'm definitely Div 1 level, Kipo.
No. Okay. Hold on, because right now the leaderboard is kind of doing the job for us. With like from Ramado to Rasmus, and then there's this like 45-point gap, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, don't worry. I think at this moment, my peak is better than anybody in terms of, well, not anybody, but like
Watch out, Ramado.
Yeah, like
He coming for you.
below Bry Guy, I'd say I'm better than everyone at my peak, just because I think I'm better at routing than any of them. But overall this season, I wanted to take it easy. I didn't really care that much about this season.
I see.
The only matches I'm really sad about are like the Rasmus match was sad. Because I felt I outrouted and then just threw it away due to gameplay. And then I was sad about the Despin match because I didn't get to play that game. But past that, I don't think I'm doing that bad this season. Like the Peaches match, I kind of like I threw because I saw a funny route.
All right, but what matters, at least I wanted to just get an understanding of the season, because as you said, like depending on how much effort you're putting in, it could be seen as, all right, I'm hanging in, right, without too much effort. That's pretty cool. Or I'm not doing good because I'm trying to put an effort, and then
I think I'm doing fine for what I'm at. I'm happy I beat Linky. I'm really happy about this match. Because this is I took Jeff on in his best format, and I thought I could do it. I thought it was a slightly better odds than Invasion, which was my other choice. But I I thought both of them I could do it in, and I'm really happy with the outcome. So
All right.
This does put you into 10th, right behind Mason. Well, not
Right
right
behind
behind.
Mason?
You'll be at 195, Mason at 203, Despin
Okay.
204. That's kind of who you're there with.
Okay, so reasonable going into the last 2 weeks, basically. Wait, is this week 5?
This is week 5.
Okay, so I
And
have one
next
more
week
match
is the
before that.
last like regular week, and then the next 2 weeks are those vying for position weeks.
Yep.
All right. So I think we can wrap this up unless there's any more things to say.
Nope.
All right.
I don't believe so. Who do we have coming up at 5?
Let me check.
It is RSW versus Despin, and they're playing Lockout.
All right. So is Rasmus gonna hang in with the reputation level of Div 1, or is Despin gonna take the Swedish flag and kind of fly that off mass? Like, come back here. We need you in. We need you in the Div 2 group, man. You're not worthy of that. We'll see if Rasmus is worthy of this in about 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Sorry. So stay tuned.